Well, here's what we're starting with today. This is the first time I've gone this deep into one of these. Typically, I've had a handful of these come to the shop and want a little bit of performance out of them. And all I've done is a simple timing advance, muffler mod, and, that usually wakes these up enough to get some decent performance out of it. I did run this, made one cut or two cuts with it yesterday. This has got the quarter pitch, little bracelet size chain on here. This is a quarter pitch, 43 gauge, so it's narrow curve, 12-inch bar. Let's have a look inside the engine. So we got a great big crankcase. We've got a real case. So we've got two case halves gooped together with some Durco, a stamped rod. These look like they're just cut out of a piece of sheet metal. I don't know. This is a Strato saw. And if you look at the ports, they're pretty unique. So you've got long duration. There's really not a whole lot of room to widen that. I'm going to try, but I don't know if it's really going to make any difference. Okay, before I button this thing back up, nothing crazy. Just widen that, raised it just a whisper. I didn't fool with the intake at all. They're really, I feel like that's plenty of duration on that. No piston work or anything. This just, I don't know. We'll see if this makes a difference, because, you still got to go through all this. Healthy muffler mod, that should do. And we'll do a small timing advance on this. Won't take much. So let me button this back up, and we'll go from there. Okay, see it's all back together. Fit and finish on this, I give like a C+. You can always tell where your saw was made, besides the sticker that says made in Germany. If you'll look at your serial number, here, if we can get in there. Serial number starts, I'll go with the whole serial, well, I guess hell, it doesn't matter. Anyway, it starts with a 1, it's made in Germany. And if you ask guys, or if you're one of those guys that works on this kind of stuff every day, you notice the American stuff, the fit is okay, where the German stuff really fits together just really, really nice. The other thing I noticed is does not have an adjustable oiler. It is take it or leave it. Seems to oil just fine. Some of the things are a little clumsy to put back together. They don't seem to fit as good as what you would come to expect. And then my last thing from a quality standpoint, when we looked at the crankshaft earlier, or the connecting rod, that's the same thing that's in the MS194s. For as expensive as this little saw is, I think these are $629. I'll have to check. I'll look it up and then correct myself if I'm wrong. Or you can get one of these rascals for $450. Both of them need performance work because they're a little choked down from the factory. So I'm going to dig into this one and get it going, and then we'll run them side by side at the wood lot. All right, sorry, no performance work video update. I was in a hurry. It's all finished and put back together. So much easier to work on these, much better built unit. So for those who like to keep up with the numbers, seeing how everybody's tout these as, the lightweight versions, 7 pounds, 2 ounces. These are full of gas and oil. And Echo's just on a, damn it, come on. On a little bit of a diet. So that's 6 pounds, 9 ounces. So you can take that for what it's worth. Handle wise, balance wise, I mean, that's noticeably heavier. It feels like, I don't know, you know, if I hold it right there, it's slightly balanced. If I hold it right there behind the trigger, yeah. So they're both well balanced, but it's amazing, you know, that less than a half a pound, this thing still feels like a toy. And basically the same thing's been done to both of these. Muffler mod, timing advance, some light port work. I could not do a base gasket delete on this. There's not enough clearance to get rid of that gasket. This does have a base gasket delete. That goes nice enough. You end up with like a 18 squish when you take the gasket out. So let's go run them. All right, for what it's worth, I've done a couple of test cuts and get them dialed in. Obviously, this is a brand hammer new saw with a brand hammer new chain. I did try and touch this chain up, and it's not quite as sharp as that. I haven't got the hang of, I've only sharpened this quarter pitch stuff a couple of times, and it shows. But anyway, let's run these rascals and see how much noise we can make. All right, maybe that chain ain't so bad after all. But maybe I'll find a smaller stick and we'll see if there's any difference. Now, in all fairness, the 151 is not broken in. It's still on its first tank of gas. Anyway, so I think you see why I like the Echoes. It's just a better machine. I did look while I was on break this afternoon at the 151s, and online I didn't have a dealership to go to and go look at the little tag, but I saw numbers anywhere from 619 to 669 for that 151 bar and chain. You know, yeah, Stihl usually does better than that, but fair being fair, these are both modified saws, and they're both dogs when you buy them brand new. So don't think you can just go to the store, pick one up, and let it rip tater chip, so to speak. Anyway, thanks for sticking around today. I appreciate it. Think about it, subscribe, throw me a like, and I'll see you on the next one.